All right, today we're jumping into a project that's sitting right at the crossroads of two of the biggest technological shifts happening right now: artificial intelligence and blockchain. We are talking about Bittensor. And folks, it's trying to answer a really big question about the future of AI.
And to really get what they're doing, you have to start with this one question. Just think about it. What if the incredible power of AI wasn't all locked up in the hands of just a few giant tech companies? What if building the future of AI wasn't just for places like Google or OpenAI, but for anyone, anywhere with a great idea and a computer? That right there, that's the core problem Bittensor is trying to solve.
You see, Bittensor is trying to kickstart a whole new chapter for AI, and it's doing it by mashing these two powerful technologies together. It's a serious attempt to build a totally different kind of future for machine intelligence, one that's open, one that's decentralized.
Okay, so what is it exactly? Well, at its most basic level, Bittensor is a decentralized AI network. It uses blockchain technology to create this open marketplace that connects people. And this is the most important part: it rewards anyone who contributes to it.
Now, that might sound a little complicated, so let's use an analogy that really helps it click. Think of Bittensor as a single, massive global brain. But the cool part is, it's not sitting in one company's server farm. Instead, it's made up of thousands of individual AI models from all over the world, all plugged in and working together. So a global brain sounds awesome, but how does it actually, think? Let's peel back the layers and look at the actual mechanics of how this whole decentralized network really operates and gets all those different AI modules to cooperate.
It pretty much works in a constant four-step loop. First, you have participants. They're called miners, and they contribute their own AI models to the network. Second, these models all compete with each other in these specialized arenas called subnets. Each subnet is focused on one task, like generating images or analyzing data. Third, you have validators, who are kind of like the referees, constantly testing and ranking the quality of all the models. And finally, the big payoff: the best performing models get rewarded with TAO tokens. The bottom line is super simple: the better your contribution, the bigger your reward.
And that brings us right to the fuel that powers this entire system, the TAO token. And believe me, it is so much more than just a currency. It's really the engine that makes the entire Bittensor economy go. Seriously, every single interaction, every reward that's paid out, every service that's used, it is all powered by TAO. It's the critical incentive layer that gets thousands of people all over the world to plug their AI models into this collective brain and make the whole thing smarter. So TAO isn't a one-trick pony. It actually has 5 distinct jobs inside this ecosystem. First, it's for rewards, like we just talked about. Second, it's for staking, which lets you lock up TAO to become a validator. Third, it acts as the payment method for using the AI services on the network. Fourth, it gives you governance rights, so you can actually vote on the future of the project. And finally, it provides access to specialized parts of the network. And you can see here, this really drives home how TAO is so much more than just some speculative asset. It's a true utility token through and through. It's specifically designed to manage participation, security, and access across this whole digital economy. Every single piece of that pie has a crucial purpose.
But look, with any project this ambitious, there are always two sides to the coin, right? Bittensor's incredible promise is matched by some pretty significant real-world challenges. So let's take a fair, balanced look at the potential versus the risks.
On one hand, the promise is absolutely huge. I mean, we're talking about decentralizing AI, creating an open market for innovation, and tying value directly to real utility, not just hype. But on the other hand, the hurdles are pretty big. The whole system is incredibly complex, which can be tough for newcomers. Its success completely depends on getting a ton of people to actually use it. And of course, the TAO token itself is going to be subject to all the wild swings of the market. So, when you weigh the incredible vision against all those tough challenges, what's the big picture takeaway? What does a project like Bittensor really signal about where all this technology is heading?
At the end of the day, you have to realize that Bittensor's core mission isn't just about finance or data. It's really all about intelligence and computation. The ultimate goal is to literally weave machine learning directly into the fabric of a new kind of decentralized global economy, one where value is created and exchanged based on intelligence itself.
And this quote just frames it perfectly. Whether Bittensor is the project that ultimately succeeds or not, it's a massively bold experiment. It's actively building a piece of a potential future where smart, autonomous systems can run on open infrastructure that nobody owns or controls.
Which leaves all of us with this one final crucial question to think about. Is TAO just another crypto coin to be traded back and forth? Or should we see it as something much, much more? Is it maybe a ticket, a participatory pass that grants you a stake and a say in a brand new globally distributed network of machine intelligence? The answer to that is probably going to define its entire future.